If you are over 60 years old, the absolute worst thing you can do every single morning is go for a long, grueling walk to build up your failing leg strength. Top orthopedic surgeons are now issuing urgent warnings that this single, well-meaning mistake is silently accelerating joint decay and cartilage destruction faster than almost anything else you do. Millions of seniors step onto the pavement every day believing they are protecting their freedom, but they are actually grinding their knee joints down to bone-on-bone friction. This mainstream advice is a complete trap that completely destroys your mobility while promising to save it. You must stop relying on these long walks immediately if you want to avoid a permanent wheelchair or an agonizing, risky joint replacement surgery. The real problem is that standard walking forces your compromised joints to bear your entire body weight before the surrounding stabilizing muscles are even awake. This direct impact creates tiny micro tears in the remaining joint tissues, causing chronic inflammation that modern medicine rarely explains correctly. Instead of building strength, you are essentially hammering an already damaged foundation every single morning. Your favorite low-impact exercise is actually a silent catalyst for a terrifying loss of independence that leaves you completely reliant on others. To reverse this damage, you need to completely shift your approach right now. You must adopt a strategy that builds massive stability without adding a single ounce of destructive compression to your cartilage. Most well-meaning seniors assume they are protecting their body by pushing through the daily pain, but behind the scenes, a destructive biological process called joint starvation is happening. This silent condition cuts off vital nutrient-rich fluid circulation directly to your knee capsule. Once you hit the age of 60, your body completely stops naturally lubricating this specific area during traditional weight-bearing movements. This lack of vital fluid causes the cartilage to dry out, crack, and erode completely undetected until it is far too late to fix. This hidden degradation leads directly to the sudden catastrophic loss of mobility that forces thousands of active seniors into restrictive nursing homes every single year against their will. When your cartilage is starved of nutrition, your body tries to compensate by tightening the surrounding muscles, creating a permanent state of stiffness. This artificial tightness completely alters your natural walking stride, which throws off your hips and forces your lower back to absorb the shock. You might think you just have a temporary bad knee, but you are actually experiencing a systemic structural failure that ruins your balance completely. If you continue to ignore this warning sign, a simple trip to the grocery store or a flight of stairs will become an impossible obstacle. The reality is brutal. You are currently one wrong step away from a major fall that could completely strip away your personal autonomy forever. Fortunately, completely reversing this hidden joint starvation does not require a gym membership, expensive medications, or hours of grueling exercise. In exactly 60 seconds, I am going to show you the simple 2-minute movement that completely fixes this issue overnight. But first, you must understand exactly why mainstream solutions are making it worse. The trillion-dollar fitness industry wants you to buy expensive braces and useless supplements. But the real solution requires zero equipment and can be done from the comfort of your favorite living room chair. Once you master this simple anatomical cheat code, you will instantly unlock a flood of healing synovial fluid that cushions your aching joints every time you take a step. When you perform standard, heavily recommended exercises like deep bodyweight squats or long walks, you are actually placing immense mechanical stress on your vulnerable knee joints. This excessive pressure chokes out essential blood flow and prevents critical healing nutrients from reaching the damaged cells. Think of it exactly like bending a garden hose tightly. The harder you push water through, the less fluid actually gets to where it is desperately needed to keep the garden alive. Traditional exercises act like that kinked hose, completely starving your knee tissue while you mistakenly believe you are helping it heal. You are forcing a damaged, unlubricated joint to do heavy work, which only accelerates the structural destruction. This new medical breakthrough works by completely bypassing that destructive friction, instantly triggering a massive wave of localized cellular repair using nothing but your own body weight. By eliminating the weight-bearing element entirely, We remove the brutal compression that causes your daily agonizing pain. This allows the stabilizing muscles surrounding the patella to engage safely without grinding the underlying bone. It is an incredibly precise anatomical cheat code that tricks your body into sending rapid blood flow directly into the joint capsule while you remain completely still. You are finally giving your knees the exact biological environment they need to rebuild strength and restore your youthful, pain-free mobility. Here is exactly how to execute this life-changing movement in your own home right now. First, sit completely upright in any sturdy chair with both of your feet planted flat on the floor. Make sure your spine is perfectly straight, your chest is slightly lifted, and your shoulders are completely relaxed to prevent any unnecessary tension. Do not lean back against the chair. You want your core muscles to be lightly engaged to support your upper body weight naturally. Take a deep, controlled breath to settle your nervous system before you begin the physical movement. This proper alignment ensures that the upcoming muscular tension is directed entirely into the correct, stabilizing structures of your lower legs without straining your back. Next, slowly elevate your right foot off the floor, extending your leg straight out in front of you until it is completely parallel to the ground. While holding this position, place both of your hands firmly on top of your right thigh, just a few inches above your knee joint. Now, apply a firm, steady downward pressure with your hands while simultaneously pushing your thigh upward against that resistance. This opposing force creates a safe, deeply targeted isometric tension that instantly wakes up dormant nerve pathways around your patella. You will feel a deep, warm engagement in your quadriceps muscle, which is exactly the signal your body needs to start pumping healing fluid directly into the joint capsule right now. Hold this exact position of opposing forces for 5 full seconds, maintaining steady breathing without holding your breath at all. Release the tension smoothly. Lower your foot back to the floor, and repeat this exact sequence 10 times on each side before you let your feet touch the cold ground tomorrow morning. This precise, zero-impact exercise rebuilds the hidden stabilizers that protect your knees from giving out unexpectedly during your daily routine. By performing this routine consistently, you create a bulletproof shield of muscle that completely absorbs the shock of walking, effectively taking the daily pressure off your damaged cartilage and instantly halting any future bone-on-bone friction. Do this simple routine tonight, and you will notice an immediate, undeniable difference in how your legs feel before you even pour your morning cup of coffee tomorrow. Your steps will feel lighter, your joints will feel completely lubricated, and that agonizing morning stiffness will finally begin to vanish. Stop letting the fear of sudden physical decline dictate how you live your life, and take full control of your mobility using this modern medical cheat code. Send this exact video to someone you truly love who needs to stay strong, mobile, and completely independent for years to come. Do not let them fall victim to the mainstream advice that is silently ruining their retirement and stealing their freedom.